You gotta be kidding me. It's Captain Kirk all the way. Nobody likes Picard better.
Well, what are you calling me, nobody?
Hey, I actually pay you guys to protect me? I'm gonna go lie down. There's some prosciutto in the kitchen. Help yourselves.
Yeah, I could eat.
See?
Music in here. Why don't you face me like a man?
How's he doing?
The old man's made out of Kevlar.
Oh my God, too late. Kevlar's what bulletproof vests are made of, Val.
Well, stop talking Italian so much. You're gonna give me a heart attack.
Val, you came to see me.
Of course I came to see you. I brought you flowers, and I brought you some cannoli from Bloomingdale's.
Hey, I love this kid. Nicoletta, come here. Give your grandfather a hug.
Who did this to you?
Ever since Anthony Scornavaco passed away, the Scornavacos have been trying to muscle in on us. Now, I thought I had the problem solved, but let me be alone with my granddaughter, please, Valerie. Excuse us.
Oh, of course, of course. I just want to let you know the cannoli goes in the microwave for 15 seconds.
Sit.
Easy, Grandpa.
Nikki, I need someone to take over for me.
Don't talk like that, Grandpa.
Hey, don't bury me yet. Just until I recover. Capiche?
Capiche.
These are critical times. There's a lot going on with our trucking business. There's stuff that I can't talk about right now.
Can't Uncle Vincent handle it?
Nicoletta, I want you to take over the family.
I was just a girl working at a hot dog stand when movie star asked me out on a date. I happened to save his life, and so in order to save face, he's told everybody that I'm a professional bodyguard, which of course I am not, trust me. So then I was asked to be a figurehead at a bodyguard agency, and they said I'd never have to use any weapon or be in any danger. And I always am. believe that the Don wants our Nikki to run the entire family business?
It's not like she'd be running the family flower shop.
Tasha's right. It's a big responsibility.
One I've tried to duck my whole life.
Can't you just say no?
There's too much stuff going on. Something with the trucking business. I can't let the old man down.
God, what I wouldn't give just to be thrown into a world I know nothing about and just start barking orders at everybody.
Val, that is your world.
Okay, fine. Well, look what it did for me.
Whatever you decide, Nick, we got your back. All right? Huh?
Just try not to get sucked in too deep.
All that power can be very attractive. Don't worry about it. I'll make sure that she doesn't get sucked into the dark side. Nikki! Why not use this opportunity to help your grandfather go legit like Michael Corleone did in The Godfather?
Michael never actually went legit.
Well, he tried. Maybe you could find out who shot the Don.
That I wouldn't mind.
See? Bellissima knows best. Maybe you should make me your consigliere.
Done.
Really?
Really. Now, any advice on how to shake the turd tailing us?
It's only my first day. So rude. I hate tailgaters.
I may have told you that you're taking over the driver's seat, but I'm going to let you know how things really are.
Let me guess, you're the alpha pooch?
You got that right. You're my niece, and I got nothing against you, but I wouldn't mind you wearing a dress every now and then.
Well, you're not the only one.
Every minute we take not to fight back for what they did to Pop, we look weaker. And this ain't your beef.
The Don told me to keep the peace, and that's what I'm gonna do.
No disrespect to the Don, but he's getting old. He's losing his circulars.
You know what's old? You dissing your own father.
What? Hey!
Now let me tell you who's in charge. Me. Any questions?
Yeah, and don't blame Nikki because you're not the capo to Tutti Frutti. And it's not her fault you can't get that whole monster truck thing together.
Look, all I want to do is get to the bottom of this. Remember that, Nikki.
Yeah, well, go choke on a meatball.
Way. Who the hell are you? Tony Scornafaco Jr. Now hand over the keys. I don't care if you're Tony freaking Soprano. You know who owns this van? The Franco family. No, correction, we own it now.
Tony, we were just gonna send them a message, not steal their truck. My little brother.
He can play Hanson's greatest hits on his guitar, but he don't know jack about the business. Now that's a message.
As we know, all the great Italian Americans had problems when they started out. Versace, Armani, Dolce & Gabbana.
No offense, but you just can't come in here off the street and expect to know the ABCs of the biz.
Well, give the girl a break. She's only been pizzeria numero uno for like 24 hours.
Look, the Don's on the mend, so until he gets back, if you respect him, you respect me.
Good. So what are your big plans when they come after us?
Well, that's a different story. But I don't know if you guys are up for the task.
Oh, you don't like the way we operate?
You guys look pretty pathetic in that alley.
That's right, people. We need to get organized.
The three major areas we will be focusing on are
skills, health, And most importantly, style.
You guys are living so far in the past.
That's right. We need a 21st century makeover. And we need it now.
Tell me where you're going. I'll get you. Hey, come on. Huh? Hey, come on. What's the matter? What am I doing? Hey.
Updating the menu.
Your arteries must be like sludge.
What is it?
It's tofu tomato sauce.
Mommy always said a healthy gangster is a happy gangster. Well, actually, she said little girl, but you know we can substitute.
That's not bad.
Want to sign for this, sir?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, boss, you better come take a look at this.
What?
It's dirt.
It's a message from the Skanavakos.
What, that they're too cheap to send flowers?
It means they're moving in on our turf.
Now we know for sure who put out the hit on Pop. It's retaliation time.
The Skanavakos will hold up at the beach.
The beach? I thought you guys were like vampires.
Mrs. Skanavako has an asthma problem or something. The sea air is good for her health. Makes you shrivel up like a piece of seaweed.
Paulie, get the car.
Can't.
We gotta move now. If we don't, they're gonna march right in and pick up the pieces.
If we don't move now, we will be in pieces. You hear that?
What? What the?
This is how they send messages in the 21st century.
Mr. Skanavako.
Unavailable.
Well, do you know how long he'll be gone?
Indefinitely.
Do you ever get hot in that suit?
No.
We want to see Tony Jr. now.
Sorry.
Do you always answer with one word?
Well, sometimes two.
Well, answer this.
Is that Nicky Franco?
Hey, Mrs. Skanavako.
How's your grandfather?
Oh, he's made of Kevlar.
Good. Oh, I haven't seen you since you used to come to our house for Thanksgiving dinner when you were a little girl.
Am I missing something?
It was a long time ago. This is my friend Val.
Valerie Irons, Consigliere Valerie. So, if you need any advice, fashion, you're a widow, maybe you need tips on dating men.
Thank you.
Actually, if you're single, I have the perfect guy for you.
Val, you're embarrassing her.
There's nothing embarrassing about love. Have you ever met Nikki's Uncle Vincent?
Sure, we went to St. Teresa's together.
There's a history there.
But it would take a very special someone to replace my Anthony.
Well, well, look who it is.
You make one more move on my grandfather and you're roadkill.
It's good to see you too, Nikki. I thought you stayed out of family affairs.
Well, I wouldn't be here if you didn't try and whack my grandfather.
Oh, we had nothing to do with that.
Mark, if I want something out of you, I'll squeeze your head, okay?
So you're saying you had nothing to do with that blastogram?
Tony, what's going on?
Ma, this is just business, okay? That's all. That's all it is, sweetie. Just business.
Get ready to earn your MBA.
We're not going swimming? I brought my bathing suit.
Okay, weren't we supposed to meet with Regis Philbin today?
We were, but I cleared our schedule in case we need to help Nikki.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Are you confident?
Not anymore.
Good. We still have a business to run. Quick, what's the status on those wiretaps?
Well, my contact had to flee the country. Speaking of Nikki, anyone hear from her lately?
Not a peep. She's too busy playing Dawn.
Let's stay on task, people. Okay, do you have that CIA file I need?
No, but I did find that the Dawn was spotted on Mafia.com's celebrity sighting page. He was last seen on Thursday in front of the West Side Pavilion talking to Francis Palmieri, one of his biggest trucking competitors.
Okay, we live in LA. People claim to see celebrities every day.
But if it's true, the Don's been holding out on Nikki.
All right. My guns are burning. Who's talking about me?
Hey, Nick, we didn't expect to see you here today. Where's Val?
She took the guys to a field trip at the Beverly Center. I just stopped by to get some ammo.
Aha! The Dawn did meet with Palmieri. I was able to access the online files of an ATM camera directly across the street from the West Side Pavilion, and there they are.
The guy's barely alive and you're digging up dirt on him?
We're not digging up anything. We just don't think the Don is telling you everything.
Thought you guys were my friends. Instead, you're trying to turn me against my own grandfather?
Hey, we are your friends. We're just trying to help you figure out who did this to the Don.
That's what this is for.
Yeah, well, don't expect any help from us if you're gonna handle it that way.
Who's asking for your help?
Alrighty, Tuesday. You have a meeting with the Teamsters at 10. And then you break someone's legs at 2. If they don't pay you $5,000. We should cancel that one because you'll never make it in time.
There's plenty of time.
Not if I have to change between meetings. So, is spending Thanksgiving with your enemy an Italian thing?
If you're talking about Mrs. S, my grandfather and Tony Sr. came up together. They had a falling out.
Creative differences?
Ego. My grandfather became the Don. The late Tony Scornavaco didn't. He couldn't see himself taking orders from my grandfather, so started his own crew.
I think I'm starting to understand Tasha.
Can I come in?
Yes, you can.
You know, you really impressed the guys back there. If it wasn't for you, we'd all be eating shrapnel for breakfast. Here. You're the Don now.
I can't.
Yes, you can.
That belongs to my grandfather.
Who do you think I got it from? You have time to see a few people?
Not just like that.
Dr. Franco, congratulations on your new appointment.
Her Donness thanks you. Now, what can we do for you today?
It's my neighbor. He's always throwing these loud parties. It's not just the weekends, it's Mondays and every other Thursday. The noise is killing me.
Well, have you ever tried talking to him?
We had words. I don't want to go into details with you ladies present, but he said some things about my mother. I was wondering if there was any way you could take care of the situation.
You couldn't ask my grandfather? You worked for him for over 10 years.
I used to work for him. He don't own All City Deliveries anymore.
Since when?
Since last week. He sold off his stake. I thought the old guy was dying, you know, selling off his assets. Then he gets shot. Now I hear he's making a fast recovery. I didn't know who to ask.
You want me to shut this party guy down permanently?
Whatever you see fit.
Hold on. You want Nicky to waste this guy because he's having more fun than you are? I had a dime for every time I heard that one. This guy is obviously doing something right. He has parties all the time. Just get yourself invited. Get off your butt. Sounds like fun. Next.
Why didn't you tell me the Don was selling us out?
Nicky, I didn't know, but I told you the old man was losing it. And if this hump knows that Don is caving in, they're all gonna smell our weakness.
I thought you weren't gonna help Nicky.
Call me a sucker. I said I wasn't gonna play that mafia game, though. It's not my style.
Oh, and standing by the sidelines is?
Keep watching.
Aren't you concerned that Nicky knows we sent that bomb?
Mark, you worry too much. See, now they know that we are a force to be reckoned with.
And so is she.
Well, we don't have to worry about her much longer. It's time we sent her a message with a lasting impression.
We've got to warn Nicky.
Johnny, wait.
We need to talk.
I'm busy.
Hey, the Skornovakos are planning another hit on you. You need protection.
People trying to offer me every week. Asta.
The guys are just looking out for you when they told you about the Don, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure he has a good explanation for what's going on.
And he better. Is he all right? Bedside manner much? Hey, Grandpa. You're gonna get better real soon. You better. Because Val's cooking's gonna kill us all. I can't do this alone.
I'm gonna be outside if you need me, okay?
Thanks.
Everyone out. Time for Mr. Franco's medication.
I thought his doctor had just given him his medicine.
Doctor? Doctors don't know how to administer medication. Besides, Mr. Franco's doctor isn't on for another 2 hours.
Cheers.
That's no doctor.
I do now.
Sure you never saw that doctor before?
I keep telling you I was asleep.
What's going on? I heard you sold your share of All City Delivery. Everyone thinks you're going soft. Vincent, Tony Jr., even my team thinks you're wigging.
And you?
I don't know what to think.
Trust your instincts.
Well, I'd feel a lot better if you'd just tell me what's going on.
That I cannot do. But the time will come when you will know everything.
Maybe we should hide out in the old country until this whole thing blows over.
Hate to break it to you, Val, but there's no malls in Sicily.
Sicily? Who was talking about Sicily? I was talking about my old country, Canada, and they happen to have the largest underground mall in the world.
We're staying put till we find out who did this.
What the hell's going on here? These oafs patted us down.
They're bodyguards.
We're bodyguards.
Well, she didn't hire you, and for all they know, you could be after her. You're not, are you?
Nikki, you're treating us like outsiders. You want us on your side or not?
Did Kay find any prints on the handkerchief?
No. The only thing strange was a residue, but it turns out it was only Zyflo. The hanky must have shared a pocket with the owner's asthma medication.
Asthma?
Mrs. Scornavaco?
She must have been the doc. But why is she trying to snuff my grandfather?
Maybe she's pissed that the Don left Mr. Scornavaco behind.
As soon as we think they're out, they keep pulling us back in.
Wrong way, ladies.
So anyway,
Knock, knock.
Nobody's home.
Yeah, well, I guess nobody will feel this. Thanks.
Okay.
Where are you going? Where are you going? Get out of here! Get him out of here!
Nikki, what are you doing here?
Canada Jr., I'm here for your mother.
What is it, darling?
What's he ever done to you?
Who?
My grandfather. And don't act dumb.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You took a hit out of him because he cut Tony Sr. off after he left the family.
Hey, I don't know anything about any hit. I swear on my dead husband.
And I bet you swear you weren't at the hospital yesterday either.
Ma, you at the hospital?
You dropped this.
You of all people, I thought you were different. Look, we don't appreciate being used for target practice.
Target practice? Honey, I never even held a gun.
But you have. You surprised to see me right now?
Done any drive-bys lately?
Hypothetically speaking, if I did, I'm sure it was just a warning.
Yeah, well, hypothetically speaking, if someone's mother wasn't here, I'd kick their butt right now.
Look. All right. That still doesn't explain what you were doing at the hospital.
Listen, if you want the truth, you're gonna have to ask your grandfather.
Nicky, Pop just got back from the hospital. And hey, we just got a new shipment of DVDs. You want?
No, thanks.
I got the whole Disney collection. Even got Pinocchio.
No. Where's the Don?
He's in the back catching some race. Tony Jr. called. He wants to meet. I don't know what you said to him, but he sounded like he saw a ghost. I guess you showed him and a lot of other people that you are the alpha butch.
Little Tony's ready to chat. Set it up.
Okay, now if they take the bait, we'll set the meetup at the old oil fields. Okay, it's nice and secluded there. What are you doing? Now, Nicky is never gonna want a deal. So when I give the signal, that's when we're gonna... Okay, when I give you the signal, and you better be ready, okay? If anything goes wrong, it's coming down on you again. You understand me?
Hey, Nicoletta, how's my little copper regime, huh?
You know, they keep trying to blow me up.
I knew you'd like working for the family.
Grandpa, I need those answers now. What's going on with you and Mrs. S?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Funny, she's sporting the same line. You told me to trust you. Now it's time you trust me.
Hey, I do trust you. But I told you there's certain things that you can't know.
At least stop lying to me. You told me the trucking business was important to the family, and then you go and sell our share.
It's not that simple.
Maybe I can get some answers from Tony Jr. He's setting up a peace conference.
So he says. You meet with him, you're gonna be assassinated. Just because he failed twice doesn't mean he's thrown in the towel.
I'm just gonna have to find out on my own, aren't I?
Nice and easy, all right? Let's go. And let me do the talking. I'll make this brief. You step down, and all your worries will disappear.
Dream on, gangster boy.
Right, then we had no choice than to go to the mattresses. Glad you have a place to sleep. Well, it's nice to see you brought your Girl Scouts along with you.
They're not Girl Scouts, they're my crew.
That's right. Now let's start talking about those, Nobel Peace Prizes.
Okay, let's talk.
Mikey, what are you doing here?
Came for backup.
You're supposed to be guarding the Dawn.
I thought Paulie was taking him to the coffee shop.
Paulie left for Vegas an hour ago.
Wait. Was she leaving?
She left.
No one's talking to you, Fredo.
Fredo? Nobody talks to me that way.
Let's stay cool, everyone.
Nah. It's time for this punk to go down.
I knew this was gonna happen.
I knew I should have never trusted you.
Nicky, what's she gonna do? Kill me with her lipstick?
You never know. It is your favorite shade.
I love those lips.
What are you guys, like an item or something?
Are we ever going to be alone?
I told you it's gonna be difficult.
Somebody want to tell me what's going on here and make it quick. Things aren't going too well back there.
Ever since my Anthony passed away, your grandfather and I have been having a secret romance.
So what's with selling the trucking biz?
We wanted to get married, but that would mean a union between our two families. The trucking was the only thing we had in common, the only business. If I sell that off, Tony wouldn't be so threatened. I mean, that was the theory, right?
Mm-hmm. So you had me hold down the fort until you worked everything out.
You got it, sweetheart.
No one move when the old man dies.
Mark! Can you believe he's the good son?
Okay, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of that big standoff in Reservoir Dogs. And I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but it didn't end very pretty, and there probably won't be a sequel.
That was right. Just can't shoot each other.
Look, we're here to make peace. Why don't we all just relax and put the guns down?
Well, he started it. You first. So you first. You first.
Bob, listen to me. Your mother and I are in love.
She might have bought that story, but not me.
I'm not gonna take her away from you.
You got that right. You ruined my father! I wasn't old enough to do anything, but this time it's gonna be different.
It's not for you. Mark kidnapped Mr. Don.
Mark? No way.
He's behind the Don's hit.
Mark would never go over my head.
To the Batmobile.
I don't know what she sees. My father was a good man. He cared about people. He cared about me.
He was a good man. He was also a stubborn man. No one forced him out of the family. He did that to himself. And you're old enough to know that. Regardless, I could never take the place of your father.
You'll never get the chance. Stop it, Mark! Leave or I waste it!
No way out of this, son.
I'm not your son, and I never will be.
You may not have seen eye to eye with your father, but he know when to quit. You can learn from that.
Grandpa, look out!
I'm getting tired of this job. You okay?
Yeah. I don't think he is.
Here you go, Grandpa. Your ring.
Nicoletta.
You were selling your stake in the trucking business. I took it as a sign of weakness.
I just wanted to be sure the only business that we shared was your mother.
Mark? He's okay.
I can live with that. I mean, if my mother's happy.
I am happy. More than I have been in a long time.
You know, this is a beautiful time of year for a wedding. The unity, love, no more drive-by shootings.
You know, you're absolutely right, Valerie.
I know, that's why I'm consigliere.
Silvana, would you marry me?
Oh, it's about freaking time.
May your first child be a feminine child.
Thanks, brother. So, you missed the life?
No. All those people trying to blow me up cramp my style.
Yeah? I thought you liked blowing things up.
Exactly. I like blowing things up. It's no fun if someone else does it.
Does anyone know where Val is? This meeting was her idea, right? Hi. Sorry we're late.
Let me guess. You want us to be a professional counsel service?
No. I finally found something I'm good at, giving advice.
Dear Abby, eat your heart out.
So we thought that I should become consigliere for VIP. And we have a few ideas for everybody. Tasha, we could work on your anger management. You know, we could tell you when to channel it or when to cool it.
I don't think so.
Channel it. Quick. I know you think you're very fashion conscious, but the Louis Vuitton shoes, they're very 98. Could help you with
See ya.
But I like them.
Nikki.
Boss.
No, Johnny, my main man.
Well, I'll see you later.
Okay?